So why the Cyberpunk 2077 keep on getting delayed? At first, the original release date was on April 2020, and then they delayed until September 2020, and then they delayed again until November 2020, and then they just came out with news recently that they're gonna delay until 2020 of December. And then recently they came out with rumors saying that they might have to push it until some point in 2021. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining what's going on, why they had to delay those 3 or 4 times. I'm also going to be telling you if they're going to delay it again officially or not. That's another thing I'm going to be telling you guys. So stick around for this video. Without further ado, let's get started. I am Rincon, the host. So around January 2020, they came out with news saying that Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed to September 2020 at first to allow for more playtesting, fixing, and polishing. So that was the first news that came out. So it was originally supposed to be in April 2020, just how I said earlier. But then they delayed it until September 2020. So according to PlayStationLifestyle.net, here it says just under 3 months from the original release date, Cyberpunk 2077 has gotten delayed. Cyberpunk 2077 will now release on September 17th, 2020. Originally scheduled to launch on April 16th, 2020, the very first original date. News of the delay came from the CD Projekt Red official Twitter. That's where it came out when they said that. And they said exactly, we have important news regarding Cyberpunk 2077's release date. So the reason why it got delayed until September 2020 was because they have more like development to do, they have more fixing, playtesting, fixing glitches, Easter eggs, and they're doing more polishing. Maybe a new version of their game engine came out and they wanted to make it look more modern, more nicer. They wanted to do all kinds of these cool differences. So that's why it got delayed until September 2020. So then around June 18ish 2020, as I remember the date it was, Cyberpunk on Twitter came out with more news saying that they were gonna delay their game from September 17th to November 19th 2020. Because as it says here on this exact post, I'm going to read what they said this time as a reason. We have decided to move the launch of Cyberpunk 2077 from September 17th to November. Those of you who are familiar with the way we make games know that we won't ship something which is not ready. Ready when it's done. It's just not a phrase we say, it sounds right. It's something we live by even when we know we'll take the heat for it. At the same time, we are fully aware that making such a decision costs us your trust and trading trust for additional time. And then they said, additionally, time is one of the hardest decisions, and despite we think it's the right decision for the game. Our nation is to make Cyberpunk 2077 something that will stay with you for years, just like GTA 5. In the end, we hope you understand why we did what we did. At the time we are writing these words, Cyberpunk 2077 is finished both content and gameplay wise. The quests and cutscenes, the skills and items. All the adventures Night City has to offer, it's all there. But with such an abundance of content and complex systems interviewing with each other, we need to properly go through everything. A huge world means a huge number of things to iron out, and we'll spend the additional time doing exactly that. So they're just going to work out stuff, set up stuff, and all that cool stuff. That's why they had to delay. So I kind of understand why. This week, journalists from all over the world are starting to independently play the game. We are eager and quite stressed to hear their opinions, as well as see your reactions when they publish their previews right after we air Night City Wire on the 25th of June. So they did Wire it on the 25th of June. So at least they did that, right? We hope this will satisfy some of your hunger for the game as we work to polish it for the November launch. Thank you. Alright, so then they said that, but then what happened after they said that? It got delayed until December 10th, which is about 3 weeks later. So let's see what they have to say this time, yeah? So then after November, 19th, Cyberpunk Twitter account came up with more news. First, they saw on a tweet, we have important news to share with you. And then they said this, hey everyone, today we decide to move the release date of Cyberpunk 2077 once again by 21 days. The new release date is December 10th. The biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on the current gen and next gen and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare and test 9 versions of it. So they gotta test a lot of consoles, to be honest. So I mean, they got a lot of work on their hands, as I'm seeing right here, right after I just read this. We feel we have an amazing game on our hands and are willing to make every decision, even the hardest ones, if it ultimately leads to you getting a video game you'll fall in love with. So it more or less said that. But yes, so then they delayed until December 2021. I meant to say December 10th, 2020. Imagine if it was till next December. I mean, knowing them, that's kind of not really impossible with CD Projekt Red. Imagine if they do that. That'll be, whoa, too much. Okay, so now there's rumors saying that it may be delayed even longer. As it says here in the article, so there's many articles that say that, alright? But I'm gonna be going with the one from Inverse.com. As it says here, suspiciously claims Cyberpunk 2077 could be delayed until 2021. Wow. So as I said earlier, the Cyberpunk 2077 game release date was pushed back to December 10th, despite the CD Projekt Red's announcement. Now, as of Monday, a leaker with an established track record has called the delay riddle game to a new release date into question. Could Cyberpunk delayed again? That's what we are all wondering right now. Well, first of all, if you didn't know, but pre-orders had already gone in. They were all excited about November and then December, and who knows, maybe, I don't know. But as we all know, December is about a month away from now, right? It's November. So where did the Cyberpunk 2077 delays start? Well, they all tweeted and they said that CDPR, which is CD Projekt Red, might push the release date until 2021. So, the Twitter user Tiffany Tinamore INC said, I guess CDPR updated their profile yesterday to double down on December 10 after the rumors went kind of crazy on a couple of sites. Still not convinced hearing that stuff internationally that there'll be another delay until 2021. So also CD Projekt Red has been giving little clues like, I guess it'll be released on December, and then some are saying that we don't know, like there's just so many things going on, especially with the developers. But either way, as of today, still released on December 10th. Okay, so if it were me, I would assume that it's gonna probably get delayed either until January 2021 or maybe like worst scenarios that they delay until March 2021. So I'm assuming this game might even come out until either January or March, okay? So don't get your hopes too up high about December. To be honest, I think maybe January will be the final release date. But if stuff go bad for Cyberpunk 2077, it'll probably be, I don't know, till March 2021. So yeah, there you go. It could, if they delay again, it'll probably be January 2021. If worst scenario comes, it'll probably be March or even February. But just think, there you have the game ready, all the stuff ready, the shipments where they were struggling, but who knows, maybe they have all that ready. So maybe they'll just wanna wait for some next gen Xbox. So I mean, I understand them. If they're for major reasons like that, it's okay. So I mean, remember, if they delay until January 2021, it'll be for a reason, alright? But to be honest, I don't think Cyberpunk will go past March 2021. So that's all of the information that I have about Cyberpunk 2077. Remember, I am going to be doing many cool videos. When the game comes out, I don't know when it'll be December, January, March, but whenever it comes out, I'm going to, right the first day, I'm gonna be creating my character, playing all the missions, choosing my life path. I'm gonna be doing so much cool stuff in Cyberpunk 2077. And when they let you do mods in the future, maybe around 2023ish, Twitch, when they let people do mods, I'm gonna be making a lot of cool mods or previewing mods. I'm gonna be doing so much cool stuff in the game. This channel is mainly about news like this, information like this one, and mainly gameplay. It's just I have no gameplay because it hasn't even came out yet. But man, I have so much goals and exciting things for this channel. I mean, in other words, I'm gonna be doing so much cool videos about Cyberpunk 2077 that I don't want you guys missing out on. That's why you should subscribe, because you will not regret it. You're gonna be enjoying all these cool videos that I'm going to be putting out, alright? This is just the beginning. Remember that, alright? There's lots of things that are gonna happen in this channel. A lot of cool videos and gameplay and all that cool stuff. I mean, I can wait, alright? But if any more news come out or more info on how-tos or information about the game, I'll definitely put a video out for you all to see. Alright, so with all that said, I guess I'm just gonna sign off here. Remember to give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and also give a thumbs up if you like the video. I mean, I put a lot of hard work to make this. This is fun. I like giving y'all the latest news, and I also like making videos about explaining to you how to do stuff. Like, if y'all don't know, but in my other videos, I did videos on how character creation is gonna look in Cyberpunk, the districts. I did so many videos, and about Q&A, questions and answers. I also did a video about which life path is the best. Speaking of life paths, one of the videos that I'm gonna be putting right when the game comes out is which life path I choose. I'm gonna be screen recording the whole entire thing, and it's just gonna be very fun and entertaining. So if you're a Cyberpunk fan, definitely subscribe and hit the like button if you like this. Alright, I'm gonna sign off here. I would see you all in the next videos. Peace everyone, and I'm out for this video.